Alright, welcome to my, you guessed it, the season finale segment of my political life video blog. You know, it winds down to this one, so you just had to trust me about that as well, so who knows. Anyways, if you want to choose Joe Scarborough, then take your pick. You know why? Because he's a stupid morning Joe schmo. You know why? Because everybody else can be civilized about this one, and I meant to tell you this. Because last Thursday, MSNBC's, you guessed it, the liberal media bias pressure people buffoon Smurfs, you guessed it, Morning Joe's Schmo host, Joe Schmo Scarborough. Live in a world in the created equal of Americans, America's, you guessed it, immigration laws. And it's the enforcement by the U.S. Border Patrol to something try to come out of North Korea. And did you know that over the weekend that the Congress, you guessed it, a congressman turns television show host, and a Republican turns one, yeah, you guessed it. Yeah, the liberal. Yeah, that's right. And I cannot believe it's gonna be, yeah. And that's why he tries to leave the Republican Party. Oh, really, huh? And who can imagine? Try to amp up his stupid rhetoric of his compares to you know who. The process in the place to enforce U.S. immigration laws to the methods against the, you guessed it, the Jews in Nazi Germany during the Holocaust. Yeah, you remember this one. I hope you know what happens next. Say what? Alice feels like how could you always? Because here's my purpose. Here's my purpose. You don't want to know what's up? I'll tell you what's up. Because here's why. Joe Scarborough, known as Morning Joe, tries to weigh in on the White House. Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders in a heated debate with the reporters try to regarding what is you know who she's referring to the decade-old policy of separating children from their parents, and when they arrive at the U.S. border, as far as we're concerned, try to seek asylum. But in this regard to Sarah Huckabee Sanders' comments, here's my observation. Joe Scarborough asked a stupid question. So why is Shy lying so much? What? Shy lying? You tell no, she's not. She's a brave woman. She's a press secretary. What part of no do you don't get? Because you know children are trying to be ripped into shreds in their mother's arms while they're breastfeeding. And everyone else that you tell the whole wide world that you know children are being marched away to showers, marching away to showers, just so on and so on. And being told they are just like, what? Nazis? Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up, Mr. Scarborough. You know darn well. You know darn well. Prove me wrong. Because you want answers? I'll tell you what answers is. You're taking the whole people to the showers and never came back. You talk about Nazis, shut up. Did you know the biblical principles, Mr. Scarborough, you try to invoke in this purpose? And you try to make that stupid point? No. You're not making sense, Joe Scarborough. You're not making no sense. Because in this a whole point of view of yours, you said it's not biblically based that your children, that you're ripping children from their parents. I believe it was Jesus Christ of Haven't you read the Bible yet, Mr. Scarborough? Haven't you read the Bible? And you told let the little children come? Get real, Mr. Scarborough. Get real. So what is the response to your? So here's the response to this one. I have no clue what the hell he's talking about. So the White House Deputy Press Secretary Hogan Gidley has released a huge statement to responding to your stupid comments, Mr. Scarborough, and says this to your face, that it is appalling that you, Joe Scarborough, will compare sworn to federal law enforcement officer. And give me one good reason why, because one good reason why? I tell you one good reasons why. Because who put their lives, everybody knows that you did this on purpose. Put this in writing for you. Putting their lives on the line every single day to keep America people safe. And what it compares to Nazis? Well, guess what? It's the typical of inflammatory and unacceptable rhetoric of yours that puts on a huge target on the back. Everybody knows stab a knife in my back, and everybody's back, because everybody knows you try to put a knife inside and in the back of our great law enforcement. It continues. Gidley continues this one. Yeah, that's right. You, Joe Scarborough, need to wake the hell up. Here's your worst nightmare. It is also horribly insulting the memory of the 6 million Jews who perished in this Nazi Holocaust, and not for your information. It's a shame. It's a shame, Joe Scarborough. Shame on yourself. Shame on you. Said a stupid thing. Who the hell do you think you are? Your facts. It's got to be category. Yeah, you guessed it. False. Or should we say, survey says? Thank you, Steve Harvey from Family Feud. Now, when American citizens break the law, they are separated from their children and their prosecutions. And in that, you know why that is unclear, that is not true, that you won't want to believe, Scarborough, that illegal aliens' entitlement to more rights than afford to American citizens. It's the same way as Samantha Bee told Ivanka Trump a C word. And it's a shame that you, yes, you, Joe Scarborough, I give you thumbs down, like Siskel and Eberts at the movies on syndicated television. And I'll put the thumbs down because you don't make sense. And please, may I suggest that, furthermore, Gidley add it to this, if you know what I mean, that you, Scarborough, is a quick to launch into his straight-up camera of your stupid outrage, of your temporary separation of illegal alien families, has never shown similar outrage from the permanent separation of American families, forever torn apart from their children. And who were they killed by? You guessed it, criminal aliens. And it's the results of democratic open borders policy points of view. Now, Mr. Scarborough, Hogan Gidley is right. You are wrong. You're too stupid to know it, do you? Seriously, you too stupid to know it. Because as I said to Samantha B on my Political Life video blog, and so is Wordplay Wednesday on my radio show on the Blaze Radio Network, that you don't even stand a chance. And that is so ridiculous. Because I never heard that stupid, idiotic crap of yours. Could be falseless. And it could be hazardous to your health, Mr. Joe Scarborough. Now, the moral of my Political Life video blog season finale video blog story is this. Mr. Joe Scarborough, I demand that you owe us conservatives, and so is Ivanka Trump, and so is Hogan Gidley, an apology. And the rest of the White House knows that you should owe the White House an apology. This is gonna be stupid for you. Now, think about it before you get on your knees and beg for mercy. And you better read the Bible, because you haven't gone to church anyways. And you want to compare it to Nazis? Shut up. Shut up! You are a stupid buffoon. And you know why? Because MSNBC has no audience. I'm talking to you, MSNBC, the liberal media bias pressure people buffoon smurfs. And the rest of you, mainstream media, liberal media bias pressure people buffoon smurfs like See It in the Liberal, and so is CBS News, and so is ABC News, and nothing else. Because like I said on my Political Life video blogs defending the speech Wednesdays, because we don't like your stupid rhetoric of yours, and that was hate speech of yours. Because we are living in a free speech world. For now. And you wonder why, see? Is your stupid rhetoric of yours. You have a big mouth. You have a temper tantrum, blah, 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 sound like Charlie Brown and Snoopy on a cartoon. You're too stupid to know it, so shut up! Now, whose laughing is this? Whose line is it anyway? You get the last laugh for saying stupid things like this. What about Elder's music? You haven't forgot Samantha. I trashed Samantha B on purpose. So there. Because Samantha B and Joe Scarborough and the rest of stupid liberal, I don't worry about Kathy Griffin. Shut up. It doesn't even matter. Kathy Griffin is a buffoon. Get it? Good. Whew. Enough is enough. That's all. And you don't even listen, do you? Joe Scarborough, stop it. Anyways, that's my Political Life video blog season finale story, and I'm sticking to it. Come back again in September 2018. As for you, Joe Scarborough, get out of here. Huh. Stupid.